All right, everyone, welcome back. We're here at a clean out. I'm helping Renee and Tony with this clean out here. There's a lot of stuff. I believe he bought the contents of the place. He said I can take whatever I want, but I'm kind of here to give him some muscle help. There is a lot of stuff on this tool bench. I feel like I'm at an auction. But I gotta help him move this, which is very, very nice. Looks like it's an oak. I don't know what these magazines are. Handyman magazines. Alright. Got some fold out chairs, some wood. I don't know if we have any 4x8s. No, it looks like more like crafting wood for a workshop. See if there's anything in here. Sprays. Got some mason jars. Guys already have a sucker for these things. Got some booze on the floor. What are we working with? That's not booze, that's sulfuric acid. Wow. Don't want to drink that stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff here. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do in terms of a video. I am able to take whatever I want. Obviously, I'm not going to take like the greatest things here. But there's probably going to be a couple boxes of stuff that I want. A lot of stuff, a lot of vintage. It's like walking into a time machine. I really love the workshop area. Look at all this stuff. Wow, there's just a lot of bulk. Nice little bench here. It's kind of cool. I don't know if there's anything underneath. There is. Wow, I love the color on it too. But there's probably like little nooks and crannies of stuff here in the corner. I see there's a little vintage ice cream machine bucket down there. Got more wood. You really just need lighting to see what's here. Guess that's a lathe. Is this thing loose? Yeah. Nice vise here. A lot of stuff. Who knows? Who knows what will be here? What's behind some of these doors? Is this thing loaded? This thing might be loaded over here. No. I don't know what those are. Those look like chairs. There's stuff pretty much everywhere. More mason jars. Wow. The many stuff that's inside this place.
Yeah, they would have found out by now. Yeah, yeah.
Looking through all these cabinets, there's a ton of this trimware, this red, white porcelain stuff. It's kind of neat. It's like that's the one style they collected was the red and white enamelware. That's kind of different also. I don't see any cast iron fans. I don't see any cast iron there. That's kind of different also. Like croissant. But a smaller one. Usually they're the large frying pans. But yeah, any cast iron fans. I don't see any of that stuff. I do see some aluminum ware, but nothing too crazy. Oh, maybe underneath here? No. On the kitchen table? No. But you see there's like more of this red and white ware. Where can it be? It's gotta be somewhere. There's one Fire King dish. One jadeite. Alright, this is very neat. I'm trying to get into the light so I can show you guys. Can barely see it. Hands are shaking. Oil often. Looks much better in person. Brown's hardware store. It's got this really cool handle. I thought at first it might be like an auger, but it's definitely not an auger. It's looking like it's just missing something here. That look awesome on a shelf. Camera doesn't do it justice, but I gotta figure out what it is because I have no idea other than that. It's got a handle. I thought maybe a wheelbarrow, but the auger was closer probably to the wheelbarrow, but I don't think it's either.
Looks like the handle from like a lawnmower, right?
He said probably to I don't know where his pile is. Oh, there you go. It's exactly what it is. It's a push mower. You see? It's exactly what it is. And oil often to oil the blades. Wow. Never would have thought. That's very interesting. Alright, now I'm boxing up flea market stuff. Try and get this lathe out. It's a beauty. I don't know what the value is on them. I might go to it. Probably should keep that with that like that. Let's see if I can clamp this on so it doesn't get lost. Okay. So after I don't even know where this. Oh, there it is. That piece. This was hanging up there. This whole bag. Finally got undone. I think it's wrenches. I might have other stuff. No, those are all wrenches. Wow. I was wondering where all the tools were, but there wasn't really. I mean, these things are old. This is like old drop forged. Ford. This old Ford wrench. I thought this would all be like Ford wrenches. I don't know why. Whenever you get these like really old tools. Fairmount Cleveland probably. That might be a lathe piece. No, it's a socket of some sort. This stuff is old. Brooklyn, USA. Now, a lot of this stuff really doesn't sell as well as I think it should, but I mean, these are all, anywhere between $1 and $5 tools. I might have to do a little bit more research on the Ford ones. There's some old stuff in there. Look at that one. That one's cracked. It's probably just going to be scrapped in there. Wow. Hanging up. I feel like I'm in the Stone Age trying to get this thing apart, but I guess this is how people used to do it back in the day. Back with I was at home, definitely doing it the wrong way. Am I? This isn't gonna work. No, that's the wrong way. Oh, that thing's in there. Because at home, I just have my impact gun and just undo these. That one goes. Man, people used to use this stuff. I don't know how people did it. Oh, this is one of those ones that the bomb one's going to spin. Sure looks like it. The trick to that is just put your finger at the bottom. Now, whenever you do these cleanouts, and especially if you buy like the contents to the whole, there we go, the whole house, and maybe other people have like piles or stuff that, you know, they want and they've kind of reserved, which is perfectly fine. It's always important to kind of take the most valuable things before you kind of just take all the scraps, so to speak. Like, there's a lot of scrap metal in here. There's wire. But like this vise, I don't know. I don't know the numbers. I'm not a huge vise person, but low end, maybe 35, high end, maybe 200. So you don't want to leave this stuff around. And similar to auctions, the money in here is in how much you want to work. If you want to sit here and actually take this apart, it'll go cheaper than if this thing was already taken apart and on a table. Because almost every auction that has, I would say, tools, if they're still bolted onto like a table or a dolly, they go fairly cheap. Even if they're a couple $100, it's because you might not have the right tools to take it apart. So if you want to do the work, you get a really good deal. If you have power tools, you can get a lot of really good deals. Otherwise, you're out here like the Stone Age, using adjustable wrenches probably from the 20s, maybe the 30s. Success. Got off this. I couldn't get off the last screw because somehow they bolted it. I don't even know how they did that. They bolted it through this workbench, but I don't know how you get to the other side where they bolted it to. Like, it's not on this side of this plate. It's like in the bench. I don't know how they even did that. I really don't. Unless they somehow went underneath this. Alright. That's beyond my pay scale. Alright, so I think we're leaving here shortly. Going to another maybe pick or job. I've been eyeing this thing up forever. This is a very nice mid-century. I think it's missing a piece. Like, it's missing a funnel or something. I believe it's a pitcher. It is so awesome. I've been eyeing it up. I think there's one nice thing I'm going to grab today. It's this. The guy also said I should take all the scrap because he probably won't. Got some other oddball stuff in there. So I made a whole box of wire up. There's just, I mean, I only spent the day in the basement. I didn't really go upstairs much. And on top of the table, I got two right here. So all of this is just either scrap or garbage. There's nothing like crazy at all up here. I didn't go through any of the cabinets. I did all of that. Kind of looks like a mess just because of that. I guess that's where I threw it like that. But I went through every single tin and didn't find one penny. You hear about all these stories about people finding millions of dollars in these tins. I didn't even find one penny. This looks nice, but it's all just used. Oh, goodness gracious. It's used motor oil. It smells wonderful. I'm not hoping to find gold, but it's very odd to me that whenever you have all this stuff, a lot of it's unpicked. I haven't found one penny. A lot of people used to throw pennies and change into all this stuff. I haven't gone through all these cans. We're about done for today because we're about to head out, but I went through all those and I didn't find 1 cent, which I thought was really interesting. This one's probably got the gold bars. Probably not. Keep with tradition. It says bolts on it, so it's probably not. Yep. It's a lag bolts and such. About $40 in hardware if you go to a hardware store. Just, I can't, the right word might be fathom. Can't fathom it. That scared me.
That's usually good. Get some light in here.
I knew you were probably in for there before, so.
Oh, I'm a really slow walker.
That's why I was.
Oh my gosh.
I gotta lose weight. This is just yelling at me. You say that all the time, just do it.
Oh, it's not the cat thing.
$20. Do you get
Oh,
do you
yeah,
have
yeah.
stuff? Do you have chewy stuff delivered to your house too? Or?
No, I don't.
No.
I just go to the store.
I know, really. You're kidding, really? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why when I was at motor vehicle, I was paying with a check,
Yeah.
and they said, a check? I said, I know. I said, the only more ridiculous would be cash. I know, right? I said, I'm trying not to use my credit card.
So, this is what I grabbed. I think this all fell apart. It's actually a flamingo. The guy very nicely gave me all the scrap that was there, all the better scrap, I should say. I might go back and pick up the steel. We should be going back again. Kind of different with this whole day. I thought this was really cool, so I was able to pick up this. So for a job like so, he paid me as well as he gave me free merchandise. So I didn't have to pay for this. There's nothing really too like crazy here. I was eyeing this forever. I think that's awesome. Doesn't even do it justice on camera. But it's a very nice mid-century picture. I did have, well, there's a whole collection of that red and white enamelware. I did get one Fire King jadeite bowl, which I thought was awesome. But kind of all over the board with today's video. And the reason why I said that is because then we went to another house where the guy has done previous cleanouts for, and the guy wanted to, this other person do the clean out as well. So he brought me along, and we kind of figured out where we want to be price-wise with the clean out, which was quite interesting because we figured, well, it's two halves of a house. The first half, there's probably about a half a van load worth of flea market merchandise, and then everything else in the house has to be thrown out. Whereas the other half, there's maybe 2 van loads worth of merchandise and maybe half a dumpster or 1 full dumpster of trash. So you kind of have to kind of correlate everything all at once. So stay tuned for that. Might be doing more clean out videos. Might be also going back to this first house as well. We'll see what happens down the line. I know right now it's kind of tough because winter, you have all the snow, all the rain, the sleet, the ice. Ice is going to be a huge issue. And also flea markets around here are closed. You only get a couple good days a month. So factor in January. December's already done. Factor in January and February, you might only be able to sell for 3 or 4 days. Kind of hard to sell an entire house or clean out. Do a lot of different things over the next, course of a couple weeks, and then offload the stuff. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this wonderful treasure hunt. Thanks for coming along. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more wonderful treasure hunts, vintage, antiques, and all this stuff. If you want to share the channel, that'd be awesome as well. And I'll catch you guys next time. Next adventure, who knows where we'll get to, be something fun. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.